Hello friends, welcome to Spice Dice and Everything Nice. I haven't posted a video in quite a while, so I thought I'll make something different today. Just did not have the time, so I'm just going to be making a quick video of what we call as the chicken tomato korambu or the Kori Thakkali korambu. In Telugu, we call it the Kodi Tamata Pulusu. So I'm going to make that and I will share with you what the ingredients are and then we'll start the process. Ingredients for this dish are approximately about 600 grams of chicken thighs. These are boneless ones. This dish, by the way, is best with in-bone chicken, but I had the thighs, so I'm going to make it with the thighs. I cut it into big chunks. We have about a handful of cilantro or coriander leaves finely chopped, about 4 green chilies just whole. I have about 2 medium or small sized onions finely chopped, about 4 Roma tomatoes diced, and then for the spices I have some mustard seeds here. I have about a teaspoon, less than a teaspoon, 3/4 of a teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 3/4 of a teaspoon of red chili powder, and about 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili for the color. Then I have some ginger garlic paste. I have some tamarind paste. You could use regular tamarind. We don't want too much. It's just very little. I'm going to use probably about half a teaspoon of tamarind paste in this entire process. I have some salt to taste. And then we're going to make a paste of these things right here. You'd see about a cup of fresh coconut. I have about an inch of cinnamon, 4 cloves, 2 cardamoms or ilaichi, 1 teaspoon of khaskhas seeds, about 10 or so black peppercorns, 2 teaspoons of dalia or putnal pappu or pottu kadale in Tamil. We have about 2 red chilies and about 1.5 teaspoons of sauf, or we basically need sombu or sauf, whatever you call it in Tamil and Hindi. So use that. We're going to make a paste of this, a fine paste. Add about a cup of water and make the paste, and I'll show you how that looks at the very end. And now we're going to show you what the process is. It is a step process, the first step of which is purely about frying the chicken and keeping it aside. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of oil into this. Tablespoon of oil in this in my pan here. I have a deep pan because we're making this as a gravy or a korambu dish, so it is going to make it's useful for rice. You can eat it with rotis as well, but rice is what it goes best with. And the oil is getting hot, and what we're going to do right now is basically put all of the chicken in the oil. Remember that we've not marinated the chicken at all. So all the chicken has been dumped into the oil. I'm just going to spread it out and let this cook until the chicken becomes white, and then we add some ginger garlic paste, a little bit of salt, and fry this until the chicken is cooked, and then we'll keep it aside. The second step process is where we make the gravy, and by the way, it's a very easy dish because you do not need to marinate the chicken. The only thing you're doing is cooking the chicken first, taking it out, making the gravy, adding the chicken, and let it cook for a little while. So I'll show you how this looks. I'm going to let the chicken fry for about 10 minutes or so, but then I'll be adding the ginger garlic paste once the chicken starts turning white, and I'll show you that right while the chicken cooks. I'm going to make the paste with all of these ingredients, and I'll show you how the paste looks right after I've ground it. What you see here is a fine paste. I added about less than a cup of water to make this fine paste. This is what we're going to use in the gravy, and you will see how I'm going to add it at what time, and then use it in the gravy. This is what adds a lot of taste to the friends. I've added about 1.5 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste. I am also going to add about 1 teaspoon of salt to this and fry the chicken right now with the salt and ginger garlic paste. That's all you need for frying the chicken. And I'm going to wait until all the water is evaporated to take the chicken out. Added about a teaspoon of salt to this, and I am going to just fry this up with the ginger garlic paste. All along I have been frying this in medium-high heat, not in very high heat or anything like that. So just mix this up let this cook down. All the water needs to go, and the water will get absorbed back into the chicken when we just take this out and keep it aside for mixing it into our gravy. You see that the chicken has pretty much fried completely. The water has evaporated. I'm going to just transfer this into a bowl, and then I will show you how to make the onions really well. Add your 4 green chilies as is, whole. I haven't even cut it. Okay? Just a little bit in high heat. Keep mixing really well. And now we're going to add some ginger garlic paste. I added about 1.5 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste. Mix this up. Allow this to cook along with the onions. Let the onion start browning a little bit, not too much. I'm going to let the onion brown. The onions have wilted. I don't need them to brown too much. This is good. Changed its color. It's become a little translucent. And at this point, the first thing I add is all the dry masalas. The Kashmiri red chili powder, the regular red chili powder. I have some turmeric. I have some coriander powder. And I do have about a teaspoon of salt. Salt is to taste, folks. There you go. All the masalas are in. Mix up the masalas. And what I'm going to do right now, in order for the masala to not burn too much, I am going to add a tad bit of water. That's about half a cup of water. And allow the masalas and the onion to cook right now for maybe 30 seconds. I just want a little bit of a boil. And then I add all my tomatoes to this. It's been about 30-35 seconds. I'm adding all my tomatoes into the mix. All my tomatoes are in. That's 4 Roma tomatoes. Mix this up. And what you're going to do right now is the best part, which is let the tomatoes cook. And what we're going to do for that is put a lid on, reduce the flame to medium, and allow it to cook for about 10 minutes or so. And I'll show you in 10 minutes. In about 10 minutes, the tomato seems to be cooked fairly. Now I'm going to add the paste that I had made. I'm going to add a little bit of water into the mixie jar, cleaned up. About a cup of water, and I will also add that in here. The paste, I've added some of the water from the jar. Mix this up really well. Remember, because of the fact that we added some dalia in this is going to become thick. Also the khaskhas is also going to make this a little thick. So what I'm going to do right now is add a couple of other ingredients, which is the tamarind paste, a very little bit of tamarind paste. It's just to add that touch of sourness to it, and also the chicken, and also some more water into this mix. And I'll show you that in just a second. Friends, I'm adding just a little bit of tamarind paste. Half a teaspoon. This goes up along with the gravy so that the tamarind homogeneously mixes with the gravy. And right now I will add the chicken pieces as well. I've added the chicken right now. Mix the chicken up. Alright, once you mix the chicken up, add a cup of water. And now what we're going to do is put this in medium heat as it was, and close the lid and allow this to cook for another 10 minutes or so. Friends, it's been about 20 minutes. It's been cooking under the closed lid. The actual gravy is now ready. All we have to do is garnish it with some cilantro that we have. Mix this up, and you have the chicken Thakkali Kozhambu, or Kodi Thakkali Kozhambu. It's an absolutely wonderful dish to have along with rice, and I'm sure you will enjoy this dish. So have fun, enjoy, do subscribe, like, click the bell icon when you get a chance.